Jinxi Caddel, and I own Out of Step Books with Steve, my husband.
And I'm Steve.
We live in Riverside, California, and that's where Out of Step is based. And it's in Southern California, about an hour from LA. We've been here a long time.
We've lived in Riverside for about 30 years or so. The last 25 we've been together hanging out. We both were pretty active in the skateboard scene, especially once we got together. We owned a skateboard shop here in Riverside, and that kind of drove us into that culture. We were very much into like Juxtapose magazine, and we sold that at our shop, and that kind of was our first peek into the art world, I think. And most of our influences kind of came from that genre. Robert Williams and Coop and kind of custom culture. That's kind of where we started at in the art world.
And I think also along with skateboarding, and we were in the punk scene and shows, and all of it just kind of feeds off each other. That led us into the tattoo world, and we started getting tattooed at a little shop in Riverside originally. And then that led us into a whole new world of art, and that we really loved and kept pursuing. Well, we grew up and went to high school in Southern California, so we were very lucky to be pretty immersed in a great place when it comes to graffiti, and we were really into custom culture, pinstriping, that whole world. We loved getting Juxtapose magazine back in the day, and learning about all the cool things that were going on, but we're lucky that we lived in a place where we could go and actually experience a lot of it.
I think another big thing here in Riverside was, at least when we were younger, it's not so much anymore, it doesn't seem, but there was a very strong music scene. There was 3 or 4 all ages clubs just here in Riverside alone, not to mention surrounding areas. I mean, we saw the Boss Tones play at a pizza joint in Fontana.
Round table pizza.
Yeah, I mean, it was very, very active.
No doubt, I was still in high school.
Yeah, the third wave ska was huge. It was all about ska music around here, and a big punk scene, and it was very easy to be involved in that because it was everywhere you went. Every weekend there was shows. You had to choose between who you wanted to see that weekend. And unfortunately, that part of the Inland Empire seems to kind of died away, but I think it'll come back. We've had several books that we've put out so far. It's Out of Step Books' official first book was 8 Arms of Inspiration, and that was followed up by Antennae of Inspiration, and then our third inspirational project was The Feathers of Inspiration, and we're just about to come out with our 4th installment in the Inspiration series, which is Meows and Roars of Inspiration, which is all cat-related art. Domestic cats, wild cats,
and these kind
of cats. It's turning out to be a pretty amazing book, I think. And then we've done a couple other special projects. Excavate with our good friend Brad over at Art Collective, and Diabolico with Ron Russo. And our first softcover book was Black and White, Volume 1. We're going to be doing a second volume of that later in the year. And then we have several projects coming out this year. And then a couple of our first children's book came out last year, which we're really, really proud of. And we have called Start Looking Up. And then we have another ABC book coming out here in a couple months, which is going to be lots of fun too.
And we are so lucky to work with the most amazing artists all over the world, and there are thousands of amazing people, so I wish I could list them all, but we've been lucky to have some really awesome people do our cover art for us, and we had a great experience working with Jeff Gogwe when he painted the beautiful beetle that he did for our Antennae of Inspiration book, and Corey Norris and Crayola did the covers for us for our Feathers of Inspiration. Our good friend Oleg Turiansky did the beautiful octopus that you see on 8 Arms. And recently, Rich Pineda painted the cover of Excavate. And then we have a limited edition cover by Del Sirac that's beautiful dot work. And with our children's book, we were so lucky to work with our good friend Tony Ciavaro, who is such an inspiration to so many people in the tattoo and art world. And he really made those characters come to life and made the whole story work really great. A really big part of our company is trying to give back to the art community, because we believe that every artist has to start somewhere, and a lot of times that is when you're a kid and you discover that you love art. And we're parents, and we have seen budget cuts pummel the art classrooms. They're usually the first thing to get taken away when there are budget cuts. So we have been very involved in trying to help classrooms keep art alive, and we do that through our book sales and through our artist print series, where artists donate their artwork, where we have prints made or actual prints, and 100% of the proceeds from those sales go to helping classrooms in need get the art supplies that they need to keep everything going. We do that through Donors Choose, where teachers are able to go onto the site and tell what they need to have in their art classrooms, and then donors like us are able to give to that and get those supplies into the hands of kids. And we've been really lucky to help 140 or so classrooms so far, and it will always be a part of what we do. And it's all because of the artists who are part of our projects and help us make all of this happen. If you are an artist and you're interested in being a part of our projects, it's really easy to get involved. You just need to go to our website, which is oosbooks.com, and there's a little tab at the top called Call for Art. And if you click on that, it has information about what we're currently curating and how you go about submitting. We definitely encourage you to keep trying if you don't get chosen for some of the books, because it's really all about being a part and learning and getting better, and the only way you can do that is to give it a go.
And then also along that same vein is we have a lot of contests on like Instagram and Facebook that I think also fosters further involvement by the community. You know, we give away products and all kinds of stuff. If you know, just check us out on social media. We have lots of interactive contests that you can be involved with too. And then all of our products are available on our website, oosbooks.com. You can also buy it through our distributors, Kingpin, Icon Devices, Tattoo Flash Books up in Canada, Killer Ink in Europe, ProTad in Australia, all over the place you can find it.
Hi, I'm Jinxi Caddel, and I own Out of Step Books with Steve.
And I'm Steve, Jinxi's husband.
We were always drunk and roustabouts, had our ups, downs, in their throwdowns. You were the center of attention that made everybody sound. But that ended forevermore when your Les Paul crashed the troubadour floor.